Really? Who are these people? And Jamie was like...
Okay, I think we got another, are we on that side? Go for it.
By the way, we've only got about 5 minutes left.
Alrighty, thank you very much. 5 minutes.
Hi, everyone. The writing for the show was absolutely wonderful. And part of what made it so wonderful is that there were all these controversial themes that y'all were acting upon. And you had to deal with, for example, the drowning of the baby, the banning of abortion. I mean, these are huge issues, and they were all front and center as far as the show. I'm guessing you didn't have a lot of notice in advance that some of these things were going to be in the script, so I'm just curious, how did that affect y'all when you actually read that in the scripts, and did it affect your personal lives? Did it affect you personally?
Anybody in specific you want that question to go to, or anyone?
No, that's for anyone.
Well, I have to say one thing. We actors get very involved in our characters, and what happens to the character affects us, the actor, very personally. And I gotta tell you, the hardest scene I ever shot in my life was when I got the scene to kill the quorum. Seriously. And, you know, they originally had it written that the quorum was on my side. And I said, in a coup, you only take out those people who are against you, if you believe in what you're doing. And so, and by the way, that was a really great thing about this show, is that the writer-producers were always on the set, very collaborative, and they were very open to listening to your ideas. And they changed that, but I gotta tell you, the thought of going in there and just, I know that looked like just a moment, like Zarek didn't care, but I gotta tell you, those were his only friends, the only people that supported him, and he had to say, kill him, because he believed he was going to save people. So I gotta tell you, that was a devastating scene for me. And when I had to play the scene with Gaeta afterward, where he walks in and sees all these dead people, I had to find some way to play that scene. It was the hardest scene I ever played, and I remember finding, it's always an easy thing for an actor to go to the anger thing. And I was like pissed off, like, I told you, you know, if we do a coup, people are gonna die. You have to understand that this is what you have to do. You can't wait, otherwise you lose. And I was ready to throw him against the wall and put him in. I did that whole thing. I was angry, I was pissed off, wanted to kill the guy. And then the writer-producer, Michael Angeles, came in and he goes, "Why don't you come over here? Let me talk to you for a minute." And he goes, just say the words. You know, just throw away everything and just say the word. And that was the hardest thing I ever did, was to give up that one thing that helped me justify that scene. And that made it really, really, I was incredibly vulnerable and incredibly having to deal with the reality of what I did. And so, yeah, I mean, these scenes can be really, really powerful experiences for actors. And, you know, no matter what you say, life affects acting, and acting affects life. The two things work together.
They were very collaborative. The writers and producers and directors were extremely collaborative. So I think if there was something really big for a cast member coming up, they usually, I think, pulled them aside and talked to them a little bit, let them know something was coming up, or if they knew something in this was going to affect something they were doing later on. So I always hate, with episodic TV, it's hard because sometimes you're like, well, if I had known that, I might have played this scene 3 episodes ago with a slight different tweak or something like that. So in that way, they were good with letting you know that something was coming up, or being there to listen to you and talk about something when you did see the script, if there was something you were questioning, either how to play or just to talk it over. Very collaborative. I don't think I've ever been on a set that's as collaborative as Battlestar was.
Okay, I think that is, I think we're calling it, if I'm looking correctly on the time. I don't see my people backstage, but I think, what time do you have?
It's 5.
Somebody said 4:30. Yeah, okay, right, buddy. Yeah. So I'll see you all.
With that, thank you guys.